Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, my name is Alexandria, and this channel so far has been quite the mod podge until I kind of niche down and figure out what it is I really want to do. But it's garden season, and this is a big part of me and what I like to do. So I'm about to make a mess. This, I know for sure for this channel, I really just want it to be 100% me and whatever it is that I'm comfortable doing. Limited edits, lots of errors, and I really have not been growing for that long. I have, but I haven't, not on this scale. Last year was my first year growing on this scale, and I would like to expand a lot more in the future. For example, the lot that we have, two lots, this lot and the one behind our house. The one behind our house is not usable per se because it is the woods right now, and it's the woods. So yeah, so right now we are just growing in the backyard, and I have a green stalk, some grow bags. I have 4 raised beds on the ground, and then 3 like raised box beds. So I think this video, I really just want to kind of go through and just talk about plans, really, like what I am planning for the spring, what changes I'm gonna make. Now, I don't have a full sun backyard because of the size of these trees. I get a good amount of sun now, but that's because these trees and the trees over here are not grown in. But once those trees grow in, then I lose a lot of sun. We're actually considering topping the bigger trees on our lot in the back, but those trees are not our trees, so it's not really much that I can do about that, but if they were topped, that would be awesome as well. So yeah, let's go. All right, so this is my green stalk. I'm gonna back you guys up. All right, so this is my green stalk. This is the left of my yard and has the fullest sun, but the dog area is here, so I'm not growing anything here because that would be gross. But this is our green stalk. All of the larger items is what has overwintered. So I have some curly kale. This lettuce on the top here has overwintered, and the smaller things, this beet overwintered, but I don't think I'm gonna get beets. I think I'm gonna just use it for the beet greens. And then I may sprinkle a beet or 2 throughout the rest of this planter. So a lot of these smaller things are the new, are the new things. This leek overwintered, and this wasn't covered. I didn't do anything special to this. This is just kind of what it is. So yeah, this is the green stalk. I'm gonna leave this really as is. Of course, once it gets colder, the brassicas are gonna come out. I'm sorry, once it gets hotter, the brassicas are going to come out. And then I'm gonna grow corn. I'm gonna try corn again. Last year it got a really nice size, but it didn't, like, I was doing too much. I had multiple things in multiple pockets. It was too much, but I'm gonna do peppers, tomatoes, maybe a bush bean, and corn in here. So we shall see how it goes. And then this bucket here has leeks, leeks, Swiss chard, and one that is a doobie boppy. Who's that? That's bok choy in the middle. I had a fig tree in this pot last year, and it died because it froze due to like a frost that happened maybe 2 or 3 weeks after the thought you know, frostate or whatever. This had lemongrass. I did not know that I was supposed to bring it in, so I am gonna put lemongrass back in this pot because it did really well, so I have to get a new start. This is a raspberry plant. These are the leaves from last year. I guess I assumed they were gonna fall off, but they didn't. But this new growth is coming in, so I think I am going to pull these leaves off once it gets a little bigger because they're like burgundy. And then I just slid some bok choy around it because I ran out of space. And then the same concepts over here. This is another raspberry in this big pot with the bok choy around it. And then this is another raspberry. Again, you can get an idea. It's 8:59, so this is the sun that this gets mostly throughout the day. It's pretty consistent, so that's why I put the raspberries here, and then, you know, we'll see how that goes. So turning around, this is our pergola that my husband built, and I have 4 grow bags right now. I think grow bags would be the easiest way for me to expand further, but we're trying to grow grass too, so yeah, I just have to figure out where to put them if I'm going to continue like expand this grow bag operation. Look at them, they're living their best life, and Will's right there. But so again, these are things that were overwintered, and I'm going to refresh them. Honestly, I'm not really sure what I'm going to put in the grow bags for the spring summer, but obviously this has flowered. I think it was cauliflower, and it's bolted. So really this is just a placeholder because I'm not in a rush. I mean, I don't have anything put in there right now, so, you know, I'm just leaving that. And this cabbage is also overwintered. I guess I'm just trying to, being I'm not putting in anything in these bags right now, I am just letting them grow if they want to grow. I have 2 cabbages. I don't know why this one has a really long stalk, and then so does this one. So these boxes around the pergola I built last year, they had flowers in them last year, and they did not do well at all. But I put brassicas in them, and they're doing really well. These actually didn't start growing until it started warming up this season. So I have some cabbage, mustards, chard, and lettuce in them. I think I'm gonna keep that same energy per se. So whatever I grow in there is gonna be small, whether it be flowers or more food, or, you know, whatever I choose. This hanging basket is a strawberry basket my husband bought me last year, and it's here now, but we are gonna actually line the fence, the whole fence, like every other, I think. We're gonna line the fence with strawberry hanging baskets. You can kind of see the shade that this side gets, but obviously when the sun's like right there, so there's no sun going here right now, but it was over there last year. This was actually right there on the floor or on the ground, because there is a bulb, you can't see it, but there's a bulb for a mammoth elephant ear, and that literally takes over this whole pane. So that got really, really big, and that was last year. That was the first year for that last year. Money, what are you doing, honey? No, please don't put rocks in there. Will, please don't put rocks in there. Hey, please don't put rock. You have mud on your face. No, don't eat. Ew. Okay. These grow bags, same concept as the one on the other. There's actually something growing in here, but to be 100% honest, I have no idea what it is. Interested to figure out what it is. And this is early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. And I mean, it looks, I've never grown cabbage, but I mean, hey, this is what it looks like at the grocery store. So I mean, shit, we'll see. Obviously broccoli, this was only supposed to be a 1 head broccoli situation, but I read that if you cut off the main head, more heads will form, and that's exactly what happened. I don't know what this is because this was small last year. I put it in the fall last year and it's just now growing, so I guess we'll see if it has time. And then this is another smaller cabbage. All right, and then I'm gonna go through here because obviously there's a puddle. Oh, and I just got this. I think I'm officially old because I actually watched the birds on this little bird feeder, and they definitely enjoy it because I filled it up just earlier this week and it's already being eaten. And I'm actually going to build a squirrel picnic table and put it on the fence. So if it on the fence somewhere, because they come on this fence and they come in that fence. They don't really come in the yard. But once the weather changes, there's a bunny that either lives under the shed or just knows that that's a way under the shed. So I'm excited to see him come back. This treacherous thing right here is the bane of my existence. It's a Meyer lemon tree and it does not like me and it does not like this spot. And I'm gonna pull it out because I'm over it. I really just wanted a tree, like a fruit tree, to fill this space, and that's obviously not gonna happen. And yeah, we're also going to redo the shed door, head door. And the shed was here when we got here, so I don't know how old it is, but our house isn't old, so I'm gonna assume the person that built the house, whom we bought it from, put it here. It's huge. So I'm gonna paint this. Yeah, we're gonna freshen up the shed. I'm gonna put a flower box on either side of the window. And all right, so this little cove, I'm gonna put another elephant ear back here, or something that would like to be in the dark, because this spot here is heavily shaded. I put some flowers over here last year and they actually were very pretty, so I'm gonna do that again. What is the name? Shit, I can't remember the name of the flower, but I'll if I remember, I'll put it in the back. So now this is you know, the opposite side of the yard. My green stalk is right there, so just, hey, please don't throw rocks. Don't throw rocks. Okay? All right, so I have all of these beds along the fence. And then I added these 2 white planters just a few days ago. I found them at Lowe's on clearance. I think they're originally like $29, and then I looked on the app and they were $7. So I got 2 of them. They only had 2. My husband picked them up for me. These are all blueberries in this front arch, which I'm going to leave. Last year I added it was a mess actually. Last year I sprinkled some wildflower mix in the box, and it honestly was just mostly weeds. So I'm not doing that again this year. If I do anything, I'm trying to bring pollinators to my yard. I think I'm really just gonna mulch over this bed and let these berries be. I have one that is actually not in the ground yet, so I'm either going to put it where the pot is now, or I'm gonna put it behind, you know, so it's still kind of close. Little things right here, I really like mint. Those just have mint in them. I really didn't cater to them last year, so I mean, it's good to see that they're coming back. This monstrosity here, I really have to figure out, yeah, I mean, listen, I did not expect this to explode the way it is. So basically all of these vines here, this is a muscadine. It's coming from right here in the middle. So, and then right here I have a grape here, and then I have a grape here. This grape on the, well, it's my left. This grape here is not really doing that well. It's still really small. The highest growth point for that one is like right here, and I think this is like year 2 or 3 for these grapes. So this grape and that grape were on year 2 or 3. This one grew a lot last year. It grew up to here, I think is, no, I think that the highest growth point for this one grows up pretty high, but I only have 2 growth points, or 1. Yeah, I only have one growth point, but this muscadine I got last year, and oh my gosh, look at it. It goes all the way out here, and then it attached to the tree back there. It was a mess, and yeah, it's outgrown the arch. So I have to figure out what I can do, because right now I don't know what I can do. I don't know, maybe like an arbor. Maybe that would be nice. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But once again, in these planters, I would like to do something for like pollinator flowers of some sort. But I need to put them on I need to raise them up, because I don't like the way that looks. We got a lot of rain recently, and I gotta rinse them off now because there's mud all on them. All right, and this is gonna be the biggest change, honestly. So last year I had my peppers in this bed and this bed. So I had peppers right here, I had corn right here, I had peppers right here, and then I had watermelon on the other half of that bed. All of that was a bust. I got some peppers, but definitely nowhere near what I wanted to get. So we're gonna move the peppers to this bed here, because as you can see, this bed, and this one, those are the original 3 that my husband built me when we first moved here, and bomb. Like literally they get the most sun, and I think they'll thrive there, because right now they're not thriving where I've put them previously. And then I had tomatoes. This full bed was full of tomatoes, and probably like 75% of this bed had tomatoes in it, and I had squash on the end. And I've never had a problem growing squash, but last year I crammed like 4 plants on the end of here, and I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not, and I did it, and of course I didn't get anything. Grew amazing leaves, but no, I didn't get any squash. So I'm gonna figure that out. But this year I am going to move my cucumber trellis, which is here, because I've grown cucumbers here the last 2 years. So I'm moving my cucumber trellis from here to here. So that is gonna go either at the start or the end. I'm gonna use this whole bed for cucumbers, most likely, because we really like cucumbers, and Miss Rose, she is a cucumber junkie, so that'll be nice. And then I grew a white cucumber last year for the first time, and it was bomb, so I really am gonna grow that again. Like, I loved it. Right now what I have in there is, I think I put some garlic on the front end, but I don't know if it's even gonna grow. If it doesn't, I mean, no love lost. What it is, and whatever that is whatever that is did not grow. This bed was my tomato bed, and I think I am going to grow tomatoes in here again this year. Nowhere near the scale of what I did last year. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it of what this looked like last year. So basically what happened, I was using the wrong fertilizer, so that was a big mess up, and the plants actually ended up, like, honestly up here. So it was like I ended up leaning it on this little branch here. So it was, the plants were very, very high last year, but no fruit. Now it's because I was using the wrong fertilizer. So that was a bust. This here is a bed that I pulled from over there, because every single thing I tried to put over there, it was a bust. Like, it would not grow anything because there's absolutely no sun over there. So I'm going to double stack this bed and expand the bed this way. So I just have to put it all back together, and then I'm going to stack and fill this one. Eventually I think I will stack all of them just to give more depth, so I have more control what type of soil they're growing in, because as you can see, I mean, that's not really that deep. I got these off Facebook Marketplace really cheap, actually, last year. So they love playing in mud. I mean, look at them. Don't do that. So last year I really didn't let them out here a lot, and It was actually more stressful than good for me because I didn't want them to mess up anything, and I just really wanted my own peace out here. But it was more stressful because they were like inside, upset because I wasn't inside, or they couldn't come. It was a lot. So here they are out here with me, and we shall see we shall see how this goes. They are enjoying their own they're enjoying each other's company, and yeah, she has mud all over her face. Are you okay? Okay. So yeah, back over here. So yeah, quick sum: tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and this is going to continue to be the herb bed. I put this cow panel over it last year because I envisioned having cucumbers growing over the trellis, but I really think the herbs choked it out because yeah, no cucumbers grew up. Where you grow corn in this this one here. And honestly, the only other thing that I really want to grow this year that I didn't really conquer last year was green beans and okra. And I think I'm gonna put okra here. But okra isn't until much later in the season for me anyway. Well, not much. Yeah, much later in the season for me. So I'm gonna put okra here, or it'll be on the other half of this cucumber bed because I know it needs a lot of sun. And this is my deconstructed excuse me, my deconstructed strawberry tower. You can see the twins' last mud situation, but this is my deconstructed strawberry tower. I took it apart because I really just wanted to see what was going to come back. Okay, I'm back. So anywho, this is my strawberry tower. I took it apart because I wanted to see what was coming back. I noticed that the strawberries that I got from my local nursery are the only ones that came back. These, I got 4 to replace the ones from last year so far. But the ones that I got from Home Depot, so what is it, Bonnie? Yeah, Bonnie, the Bonnie ones did not come back for some reason. But all the ones that I got from my local nursery did come back. So I think I'm just going to refresh the tower with those. So you can see some of the crowns. So that's why I took them apart to see if they would come back. These came back. This one and this one. And one of these and this one right here, but all the other ones, these other ones are new. This tower, there's nothing here and there's nothing here. So far that's 6, possibly 8 that I need to replace, and then the ones that are going to hang along the fence. And yeah, I would say that that's it as far as like changes. Right now what's in here is, I mean, I have some collards, mustards, I have some onions and leeks in here, kohlrabi, some lettuce, I have carrots, I think that's kohlrabi back there too. Yeah, so all this stuff is, they're not heat tolerant, so obviously, you know, they would come out soon. And then I'm not really worried about the onions because the peppers can grow around the onions, because I know peppers take a really long time. So I am going to be kind of growing things around the peppers that, you know, like radishes and stuff like that, that won't take nearly as long. I may succession plant some carrots. This is my first time growing carrots, and I'm kind of hyped because I got some carrots. And right here, these are the herbs, and I do have 2 cabbages in there now, but they didn't grow, and a mustard, it looks like. Actually, I don't have on the right shoes for this, but we'll see. I have some parsley, some lemon balm, I have mint, spearmint, sweet mint, I think. Do I have sweet mint in here? Did I take out all the tags? I think I did take out all the tags. I don't know why I did that. I have pineapple, sage. I had some chamomile in here, but I don't know if that's gonna come back. I have a few carrots, some onions I put in here. But yeah, I want to, because once it gets hot, I would like to protect my herbs from bolting, so I may try, what did I put in here last year? Malabar spinach. I had in here last year, and I think I was just too late in getting it in because it did not thrive. So I'm starting Malabar spinach inside. I'm starting Minnesota midget cantaloupe, I think. I would like to try sugar babies. So one of those few things are going to be in this bed to cover my herbs, and it has to be something strong because God knows that these dang things choke some stuff out, boy. And I don't know, man. I have to figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out, and because I don't want this to just be herbs, I want to utilize this this here. And then in this box right now, I have leeks, I have onions, mustards, carrots, and lettuce. And I need to thin out these carrots because yeah, I need to thin all the stuff out. But what's in here is not heat tolerant. Yeah, I'll take care of. But I think I'm gonna do corn. And this long stick here is actually ground cherries that I tried to grow super late, and they took forever to germinate. So let me get away from this puddle here. But yeah, so that is pretty much a quick summary of what's going on out here, the plants that I have out here. And I mean, I'm certain there are going to be some adjustments. I actually have one more planter that I'm going to grow ginger and now that I've kind of chatted with you guys about what my plans are for out here, additional to my garden, we're going to be upgrading some things out, you know, outside, because this is still a family space. And we, you know, I'm not taking over the whole garden. I'm not taking over the whole backyard with my garden. So we do have a lot of projects planned outside and inside the house. So I'll be taking you guys along. Oh my God, they're trying to kill me. We do have a lot of things planned for this summer, so I'm super excited about that. I'll be showing you guys, maybe I'll take you with me to pick up starts, or just show you when I get starts, or, you know, whatever it is that I plan on doing. I'm only starting a few things in the house because I don't have a full seed start set up. So things like ground cherries and I think really just, oh, Malabar spinach. So ground cherries, Malabar spinach are two things for sure that I'm going to start inside. Everything else I'm going to pick up at my local feed and seed store. It's really affordable. You get 3 starts for $1.49. And then sometimes some of those trays have more than one plant in them. So it's super affordable for me and way less stressful. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I did last year. Okay, we'll go in and get a snack in just a second. But we have to, you can't go inside like that. We have to take your boots and stuff off, okay? All right, so yeah, I hope you guys stick around for what's coming for this year. And I'm really excited. I feel good about it. I feel good about my plan. Yeah, I'm excited to start this journey. So I hope you guys hang out and check me out if you have any questions or any recommendations, because I can take a lot of those, because I don't entirely know what I'm doing. I just go to YouTube University, and that's what I do. So yeah, hope you guys have a great day or night, whatever time you're watching this, and I look forward to hopping back on and chatting with you guys again.